you don't know, my name is Derek Sue. I'll be your host here tonight. We have 4 phenomenal professional wrestlers that will be inducting here tonight that has meant so much to the AWF family. A lot of history with the American Wrestling Federation, and we're so thankful and fortunate to honor these people here tonight. So let me introduce your first inductee. Being inducted tonight, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Mr. James Justice.
How's everybody doing tonight? I am here with the honor of inducting one of my best friends, Timothy Lee Wells. So I wrote out this little thing here. I just had to think a lot about it because he asked me to do this at the last moment. Here we go. The term brother in wrestling is a flat out lie. Bottom line, that's as real as it gets. Yeah, you make several acquaintances that are great to be around. The second you leave the building, the spotlight goes out, you'll never hear from him again. Not this guy. For almost 40 years, Tim has been my friend, both in and outside the ring. And I can't count how many times he's been there for me and my family. 40 years is too long to pick one story. I've had the privilege of being on both sides of the ring with Tim. And to be honest, I'd much rather be holding someone down for a second rope leg drop than laying there on the mat, waiting for him to come off, knowing gravity's going to do what it's going to do. Proverbs 17:17 reads, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born from adversity." This verse emphasizes the difference between a fair weather friend and a true enduring loyalty. That is why I'm honored that I was asked to induct Timothy Lee Leathers. Give it up for my brother, Timothy Lee Leathers.
I cannot tell you how good it feels to be right here at home in the AWF, the American Wrestling Federation. You know, I started this journey, I guess I got the ring first in 1992. And this guy here, who I consider a brother, one day we decided we wanted a chili dog. That's how we wanted it. True story. There was a diner right across the street has the name of a chili dog. They didn't really spend a lot of time on that. But we saw it across the street the American Wrestling Federation. And we watched it on, when they had it on local channels, and we really enjoyed it. We're like, man, let's go see that live. We went and saw it live, and we got bit by the bug. Now, back up about 10 years, when I was 9 years old, me and a friend of mine were watching this wrestling on TV. And we watched the tag team match where they went for a few minutes, and then the guy tagged in Terry Van Gordon. And he got in there and absolutely savaged the guy. And he dropped his elbow and bounced the guy off the mat like by a foot. I told my friend, I said, if I ever became a wrestler, which I would, I said, they couldn't pay me enough money to get in the ring with that guy. So fast forward about 10 years, I'm standing in the ring, the music hits, and I'm like, I had photographic memory back then. Now it's more like, that just stuff. I seen the bust through the curtain, and I'm like, wow, I said I wasn't going to do this. But anyway, I hate those words that night, hate that elbow drop. But I'm so thankful I did. I'm repeating those words probably 100 more times, and I miss the big guy. And, that brings me to what, pro wrestling is. It's often defined as, many things, whether you call it a sport, a business, an entertainment, an industry. One thing about it is we can all agree on that it is a brotherhood. And, always good to see my brothers again. And, Paulie, part of this living with me. And so many of the guys back there, too many to name, but yeah, I'm so thankful for my brothers and sisters that I've made along the way. And I'll always cherish this and memories that I carry with me as hazy as they might be. But seriously, come out and support the American Wrestling Federation, because if you want to see wrestling, professional wrestling the way it's meant to be, the way it's supposed to be, you've got to come here. This is the place, the way it's meant to be. Thank you all so much.
All right, now one more hand for Timothy Lee Leather, who is inducted in the Hall of Fame. Here to induct our next Hall of Fame member. You know him, you love him, y'all make some noise for the Hall of Famer himself, Iron Man!
But right now, it's not about me. It's about a gentleman that I've known since high school. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time. When we graduated high school, he decided he wanted to serve our country in the Army. For that, I thank him so much. USA! 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 This gentleman, he came home after he got out of the service, and he decided he wanted to come down and watch me wrestle because, like I said, we've been great friends, best friends since high school, kind of like me and Sweet Thing. We've all grew up together. So he came down, he decided he wanted to get in with me and my brother and do something together as a family. We brought this gentleman on, and he was probably at the time one of our bigger guys. When you talk about the athleticism, this guy was doing moonsaults off the top of him. He was doing things that would astound you. He came up with this gimmick of ski beanie. He had his ski spray. He had everything. This man worked his tail off in his company. Right now, I want to introduce to y'all one of my best friends, Skinny Beanie.
So, back in 1997, like you said, when I got out of the Army, went by to see one night of wrestling, and I was hooked. I was like, I gotta do that. So, for about 7 or 8 years, we've been beating the crap out of each other, and it was the funnest fun I've ever had in my life. Great part of my life, and I truly love and I appreciate the honor tonight. I just want to leave you with one thing. Philippians 4:13, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Hey, y'all give it up one more time for Skinny Beanie, everybody. Our next inductee is no stranger to the AWF, no stranger to the Circus Tent Arena, no stranger to all of you. Matter of fact, he main evented last year's Wrestle Jam with his tag team partner, the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, against Loverboy Lakes Lee, best on the Golden Cage. An incredible match. A friend not only to the AWF, a friend to the Lees, a man that we know and we love, Luke Doc Gallows. Unfortunately, the big LG cannot be here tonight, but he did not want to leave you guys empty-handed, and so he has left you with this video message.
Big LG Doc Gallows here live from beautiful Australia. I'm down under. That is the only reason why I am not at Wrestle Jam. I have to say to the Lee family, to the AWF, it is my complete honor, my complete pleasure to be inducted into the AWF Hall of Fame. I met the Nature Boy Paul Lee over 15 years ago, And from that point forward, it wasn't just a business relationship. It wasn't just a working relationship like we find in so many avenues throughout this incredible business. What I found in the Lee family was friendship, brotherhood, and a loving, wonderful family. Peyton, LP, even you, Lex, Tanya, Mama, I love you all. I miss you. I can't wait to get back home to Georgia, and I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Everybody, have a wonderful night at Wrestle Jam.
So we want to send him a thank you as well. So I'm gonna video you guys real quick. So let's get a big thank you, Doc, going or chant going right now. Thank you, Doc. 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 I never loved that. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to our final inductee in the 2026 Hall of Fame. And to introduce the inductee and the presenter, I want to present to you the prettiest face in the AWF. Y'all give it up for Savannah!
Many may think of professional wrestling as a male-dominated space. However, I grew up watching women, much like our next inductee, make an impact on not only me, the industry, but the world. Next, help me welcome Johnny Rock, inducting Tiffany Rock.
So, how's everybody doing tonight? Well, this is Wrestle Jam. How are y'all doing? You guys are awesome. When I started in 2002, I knew that professional wrestling was going to shape my future. I just didn't know in what capacity it was going to shape it. I knew I was going to meet all kinds of people, you know, all over the place. However, I did not know that I would meet my tag team partner for the last 21 years and for the rest of my life. She's made such an impact on me, I couldn't begin to tell you where to start. She's an amazing woman, and not only did she earn my respect over the last 21 years, but a lot of other people as well. When I pulled her out of the crowd to become my valet, I watched her go from an untrained lady all the way to an NWA Women's Champion in 2011. She also helped this area take on a new demand to see women's wrestling. She helped usher in a new demand for women's wrestling, even getting their own show across the way. She means the world to me, and right now, I'm going to give it to her. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany rocks.
Gratitude started whenever I got a phone call on April Fool's Day this year. I I also want to thank my children, Hallie and Christian. They never complained at all. They were always ready to enjoy our adventures together. Where I got my start was in 2003. One of my good friends from high school wanted me to come and watch him perform. And I was like, wrestling? I thought they only did that on TV. So I went down the road and I had the first calling of my life. I knew that I wanted to perform in that ring. I wanted to be a wrestler. So with that being said, I have to thank the Watkins family for allowing me to train in their facility. I have to thank my trainer, Rick Justice. I would not have made it as far without the knowledge of Nightmare Ted Allen and Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony. And my forever teacher, Johnny Brock, that I got to know. Whenever I was feeling a little stagnant after several years, I was wondering, is this really for me anymore? Should I just give it up? Then one day I got an email from NWA Top Rope. They wanted to see Tiffany Rocks take on their champion, Tasha Simone. I was excited and nervous, but I knew that this was the opportunity that I needed. After months of hard work, proving myself each and every weekend for NWA, November 2011, I won the NWA Women's World Championship. I was the 23rd woman to ever hold that title, behind the fabulous Moolah. Even though my reign was just a blink of the eye for the fabulous Moolah, it reignited my passion for wrestling. It reminded me of why I wanted to perform. So I dug in deeper. I put in the work. I wanted to not only be a great women's wrestler, I wanted to be the best wrestler I could be. So over the years, I got to perform in several locations for people you may know, like Action Mike Jackson, that's wrestling here tonight. Chris Polk and I have beat each other up all over the Chattanooga area and even managed to hold a little bit of gold together. This night's main event includes Kevin Kaufman that I got to actually tag with his very first wrestling match ever. So, that being said, the AWF means so much to me. I've had so many memories inside these four ropes. So tonight means so much to me. But everything has now come full circle because whenever I first set foot in the AWF ring, May 4th, 2012, I got a little hardware that I got to keep for my whole life. If you know, you know. But tonight, May 16th at WrestleJam 14, I'm taking home some more hardware. Thank you guys. You fans, always remember, the fans are the heartbeat of pro wrestling. We could not stand here and do it without you. Thank you.